On. All right, welcome everyone. Thank you all for being here this evening. Happy Wednesday. This is Dr. Staci. That's me. I am a doctor of integrative and functional medicine, so not a medical doctor. The information I'm going to share with you tonight about LifeWave's technology is for informational purposes only. If you have any questions in regards to your health, your medicines, or anything like that, diagnosis, please check with your healthcare practitioner. I'm not making any claims to treat, cure, or diagnose anything. We won't even have time to get into that tonight. But I have some fantastic testimonials that are going to be shared here in just a little bit. So I want to give you a little bit of information about this technology and how it works. So this is a non-transdermal patch. And what that means is when I apply this to my patch, to my body, there's nothing in the patch that is entering my body. No herb, no chemical, no medicine, no nutrient. This is a wearable light technology. And I say that because I think you probably know what light therapy is. Many people are familiar with infrared saunas or lasers or red light therapy devices. So this is similar in that it's wavelengths of light that enter your body that create change like those other things do. But it's different in that it doesn't need an outside source for its power. We are the power source. Our body, if you put your hand on your chest, you're almost 100 degrees. So our body is the heat or the power source for this patch to work. So what happens is in the morning when you get up, you're brushing your teeth, getting ready for your day, you put your patch on. You can put it on the back of your neck. You can put it below your belly button. I'm putting it here just so you can see it because we are right here on the computer. But any place works. No matter where you apply the patch, you can put the patch on and it's going to work. But what we find is it immediately starts working because it's interacting with our body's heat. We are the power source. So when our body, we emit light, you guys know that it's dark outside right now. So that heat or light that we emit, we can see through night vision goggles, through thermal imaging. Our body's heat or light hits this patch and a specific wavelength of light is reflected back into the body. We don't see or feel it, but we know it's happening because, of course, it's measurable. And whoever invited you here tonight can definitely send you clinical studies and the research that shows that we're doing what we say we're doing with a wavelength of light entering the body that I'm getting ready to explain, which is mind-blowing, honestly. So I want to keep it super simple for you. But basically, you put the patch on the morning when you get up, a wavelength of light enters the body. That wavelength of light then will elevate a specific peptide. So we're going to talk in terms of X39. That's the patch I have on right here, right now. X39 elevates a peptide called GHKCU, copper peptide. We don't have time to get into that, but go to PubMed and just Google GHKCU. It is literally the superhuman, superhero peptide of the peptide world, and you have thousands of peptides in your body, and they decline as you age. So this patch is going to elevate GHK. GHK in turn resets or upregulates over 4,000 genes in your body back to their young, healthy, youthful state. So we call GHK the fountain of youth. I don't know about you, but I'm super interested in the fountain of youth. Anything for lines, wrinkles, spots, crepiness, sagginess, all the inside youth benefits, cardiovascular, neurological, sign me up for that. So that's GHK. Well, GHK, when you elevate that, when you reset genes, you actually activate, elevate, and mobilize your own stem cells. Now, stem cells, I'm sure you know what those are. Stem cells are the holy grail of healing. And so you have an abundance of stem cells. You came from stem cells, let's be honest. An egg and a sperm came together, they frolicked, and boom, there you are, the baby being formed in utero. And that's with stem cells. And so those stem cells are changeable. They're able to turn into anything that's needed in the body. But when you're born and you've grown, your stem cells stay what they were, right? Heart, hair, kidneys, liver, lungs. But some of them stay changeable to help heal the body. And that's where this comes in. We are literally using a wavelength of light that's reflected back from our own body's heat, elevating a peptide that has massive regenerative properties in and of itself. but then activating our own stem cells, waking up our own dormant stem cells. And those stem cells go to work to repair and regenerate whatever's needed in our body over time. So you're going to hear some testimonials here in just a minute. And these are going to be very different based on the people and what's been happening in their lives, in their age groups. But just so you understand, here are the three most common things people ask me. Number one, from A to Z, every condition, symptom, syndrome, issue, whatever it may be, diagnosis, will this technology help me in my body? The answer is yes, 100% without a shadow of a doubt. This technology will help your body get into balance because it elevates, activates, and mobilizes your own stem cells. Your stem cells have the ability to repair and regenerate whatever's needed. You don't need to put the patch on a certain location to direct the stem cells. The body's smart. It knows what to do. And again, you'll learn that very quickly when you hear from these people that share their testimonials. But know that it takes time. And that's the number two question people always ask me. How long before I see results? And I can tell you, based on our clinical studies, we see results as early as 3 to 6 weeks with people, which you may be like, wait, I want results in 3 minutes. I want results in 3 hours or 3 days. But let's be realistic. When we're looking at the body getting to the root of the problem, repairing the problem, it takes time. And so what we find is time is our friend because the longer we patch, compounding effect happens. Peptides compound over time. It takes time to mobilize all of those dormant stem cells that have become tired and worn out during the aging process. And so we see a change with people different per person. So what's happening with me is different than what happened with Laura or Leah or Darlene or Charlene or Elisa or Alicia or Austin or anybody, right? We're all different in what's happening on the inside. So I can only tell you based on studies, 3 to 6 weeks is when about 80% of the people see changes, like less pain, less inflammation, more mental clarity, focus, concentration, better quality of sleep, faster recovery, faster wound healing in their body. I met with a wound care specialist today, and he goes door to door to people's homes to help their expedite their wounds and healing by packing and all the different kinds of dressings and stuff. And I said, buddy, you know GHK heals the body 40 to 50% faster. Like, you understand that. I'm sure you do. You're younger. You know what peptides are. And he said, yeah, but people aren't interested in injecting. I'm like, well, of course they're not. Who would want to inject GHK on a daily basis to help your wound heal? They're already dealing with so much as it is. We can put a patch on and it's going to help their body heal just like that. And so, of course, yeah, we met up. We made an appointment to meet up again. But when you look at stem cells over time, this is what we find. At least a month for every decade you are old to wake up those dormant stem cells. And the last question people ask me is location. If I have neurological issues, can I place the patch here on my brain to heal my brain? No. If I have cardiovascular issues, can I place the patch on my heart to heal my heart? No. Same thing with digestive, or if I have knee issues or back issues. You can put the patch anywhere you want, but you cannot direct your body's processes. It knows what to do, it knows how to do it, and your stem cells will go where they want when they see fit because your body is smart and it knows how to do that. So as you're going to hear really quickly here from some people sharing their personal experience, and we're going to start with Sherry with herself personally and with her son. Each of them are going to share about 2 to 3 minutes, so I know it's going to be kind of fast, but I want to make sure that they have the opportunity to share with you their personal experience. So Sherry, tell us a little bit about yourself and your son.
Okay, so for me, we started patching 2.5 years ago, and for me, really fast. I experienced instant pain relief. I broke my spine 20 years ago in my 20s, and I haven't been able to breathe without pain. That's how bad and intense my pain was. I also had open heart surgery, and it was pretty intense, and I couldn't work out and get my heart rate up over 130 or I'd pass out. It went away within a week. Um, My son, however, there's so much more to my story, but I want to get into my son because his was life changing, altering for our entire household. He was born with a very rare disorder, and with that came a lot of complications because he died when he was a baby, and they had to bring him back with a lot of interventions, and he just wasn't able to get to progress past age 4 years old mentally. And we started this technology when he was 10, so he's been four for 7 years at this point. And it was just really heartbreaking for me to sit there and not be able to do anything for him other than what we've already had tried. And he was going through 50 diapers a week, 15 seizures a day. He had a stroke, so he also lost a lot of his skills. And I had been praying and asking God for direction. And we came up with an invention, a traveling changing table for special needs. And I knew that would help us out in the community. But then I started getting asked to speak, and we went to a business event and sharing our invention. And I met Susan Cruz from our local radio station there, and she mentioned the patches. And I said, when I talked to her husband, I said, "Do you think this would help my son?" And she's like, "We don't know. There's no studies done on children, but I know it won't hurt him because, like Dr. Stacy said, it's a non-transdermal patch." And this, I'm going to tell you his story, but he's what we call a one patch wonder. I love those stories, and obviously I love it for my son, but I it's just like 1 out of 20 out of hundreds of people that I've patched. So I want to give you hope, but I don't want to give you false hope that you're going to get the results right away. So for him, within 24 hours of putting the patch on, instant mental clarity, his focus, his eye contact, his way of communicating and taking one step instructions turned to five, which has never happened. He's autistic. His verbal skills and communication just started going in directions I've never seen within 24 hours of patching. In 2 days, his fine motor skills started to develop where he actually unbuttoned his pants for the first time. He's never been able to do that. And in 5 days, he went from 50 diapers down to 5. 6 months, he was seizure-free, med-free, no holistic care needed for his seizures, no OT, no PT, no speech. He's not had another stroke. We've been on the technology for 2.5 years now, and he's going to summer camp, which he's never been able to do. He's riding a bike without training wheels, which is one of his favorite things to tell you. He went from kindergarten, preschool level work, which he's been stuck there for 7 years. He's now in second grade, almost third grade level work, and he's in 2 co-ops, which before with autism, you get well, for him, he got overstimulated so bad that we couldn't even stay a full day for 1 co-op. And now we're 2 full days at 2 co-ops. It's just fantastic. And one good thing he's really excited about, because he's almost 13 now, is 2 weeks ago, he started showering himself from start to finish. Praise Jesus. I have some more time on my hands because he can do all these skills, all these life skills he's never been able to do. And they told me he would be mentally 4 years old for the rest of his life. So be prepared to take care of him as a 4 year old. And I said, I don't accept that. I have never accepted a diagnosis that they've given me. And I know God has more for our kiddos. So I'm very thankful.
Wow. Thank you, Sherry, for sharing. I didn't know that most recent. He's able to shower himself. That is massive. And
Yes.
it doesn't sound like it because we all do it every day, but just from the diapers being gone and being able to ride bikes and go up, and we see him in Michigan at events, and he's like, "Hi, how are you?" and shaking hands, and then wow, being able to do so much, attend camp with kids. I mean, what a blessing. And it didn't happen. He did have some results, right? Initially, he had some changes, but these things have happened over time. Wow. Thank you for taking the time. I know you have a very busy schedule tonight, so I appreciate you finding service and being here tonight to be able to share with
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you, Sherry. Have a good evening. Awesome. Okay, so Jeremy, let me get you on here. Where are you at?
Right here.
All right, Jeremy, let me get you up here. For some reason, Sherry's not going away there. Let me hang on a second. Yep, she's not popping off here for some. There we go. Let me remove pin. There we go. Nope, wrong one. Hang on. Jeremy, let me get you
We,
pinned up here.
we wanted to hear more of Sherry. She's
Well,
got such
I double
amazing.
clicked on her and she didn't go, she popped up. I don't know for sure. But Jeremy, let's go ahead and hear from you. Tell us a little bit about your journey with LifeWave and what was going on with you before and where you're at now.
Well, welcome to be here. I'm glad all of our guests are on here. Uh, you're at the right place at the right time. This is an amazing product. 2 years ago, well, a little over 2 years ago, 26 months ago, I was in severe pain. I'm a retired deputy sheriff out of Texas. Uh, I I was on death's door, is the way I describe it to everybody I explain this product to, and it's just been a truly amazing experience as to how it's turned my life around over these 26 months. I was diagnosed back in 2018 with autonomic neuropathy. I had type 2 diabetes at the time, and I was on a blood pressure pill for many years prior to that. I I prayed to Jesus every night that I wouldn't wake up tomorrow morning. I hurt so bad. My pain was excruciating. It was getting worse by the day. Every time I'd visit a doctor, I kept asking for more pain pills, and just got to the point that I didn't care to live anymore. So, good friend of mine, Kathy Stevenson, she called me one Sunday afternoon, and she knew my condition and how much pain I was always in, and complaining and moaning and groaning, and she just always thought I was a grouchy old cop, but I proved her different because she said, "Jo, I might have found something for your pain." And I said, "Kathy, you probably hadn't." I said, "I've tried every lotion, potion, pill there is on the market, and nothing's working for me." And I'd spent a $5,000 with a chiropractor, and he said he was going to heal me, and he didn't. All I did was felt like I was torturing myself for 9 months. So at that point, Kathy, she said, "Well, what do you got to lose?" And I said, "Well, I guess a couple more $100." So I said, "Kathy, let's order some of your stickers," as I called them Band-Aids, because she held one up like Dr. Staci's wearing there. And I asked her, I said, "What's a Band-Aid going to do for me?" I said, "I'm on all kinds of prescription medications. I'm taking 10 meds at the time, and four of them were high-powered narcotic pain pills, and I didn't get any relief from that." I said, "So what's a dang Band-Aid going to do for me?" And she says, "Well, we won't know till you put it on your body." So lo and behold, I ordered some patches, and that's what I did. I put this little sticker. Now I call it a miracle sticker too. My good friend Alicia, uh, that's what she says it is, her miracle sticker. So I put that patch on. In 9 days after putting the patch on my body, my pain went away. And that was truly life changing. I I couldn't believe how my life changed. I I get real emotional now talking about this because you just don't know how close I was to death. And the good Lord finally sent me something that worked, just like my good friend Gary Superman. He says, "Hey Jo," he says, you got a remarkable story, and I truly am appreciative for Kathy sharing this product with me. And I just I don't know what to say about LifeWave other than it just gets better by the day. I I'm off of all 10 of my prescription meds now. I'm pain free and I'm med free and just living life to its fullest. And I couldn't be any happier.
Wow.
I,
Jeremy.
I,
Mm.
I, yeah, it just it gets to me in ways that I never thought it would, and it basically saved my life. It's amazing how something so small that looks like a band-aid that can fit in the palm of your hand that can change your life forever. It's amazing.
So, Jeremy, if you had one thing to say to all of our guests, we're almost at 300 people on here tonight. If you had one thing to say to these guests that are like, yeah, I don't know, I'm here checking it out, hearing about it, not really for sure. I mean, obviously, what you've said, we're back here moved to tears, and we know you. We've known you for over 2 years and love hearing your story every time. But what would you say to these guests that are contemplating, skeptical, not really for sure?
Well, I tell you, like Kathy told me, what do you have to lose? What's your health worth? First of all, many of us, we've tried just about every gimmick there is out there on the market, and you know, a lot of people go to your traditional doctors, and doctors put you on medications, but I was on 10 of them, and medicines don't heal you. I mean, that's just masking the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And there's better solutions out here in the world today that people don't know about, that they don't want us to know about, that actually works and heals our bodies. And like you said earlier, uh, our bodies were meant to heal themselves. And with the technology that is here in our hands uh, tonight that you've spoken about, the patch, that gives our bodies the ability to do just that and heal ourselves like we were created to do. Just be patient. If you start wearing patches, don't expect a overnight miracle or a 9-day miracle like mine. Some people see immediate results, and some people it takes a few weeks to several months to notice results. But patience and hydrate the body. It makes a big difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Jeremy, for sharing your story. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for taking the time to be here tonight, buddy. We
You bet.
appreciate you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
You are welcome. All right, everyone. So you heard a few different testimonials, different age groups, different experiences. Of course, we'd love to have more come on tonight. We had some more lined up, but we're out of time. I want to give Leah the opportunity. Leah, how many guests do we have entering in our wheel tonight?
Girl, I'm typing them in the wheel now. I just got them all listed. There was so much chit chat happening in the chat and the thing, but let me just type them all up. Keep on talking.
Okay, okay, keep on talking. All right, well, where's Charlene then? Charlene, you come on here while she's finishing typing them up. Charlene, I know we had you lined up. Are you available to
Yeah,
unmute?
I'm ready.
All right,
Yeah.
fantastic. All right, Charlene, let me get you on pin here and let's hear your testimonial while Leah's top typing until she gives us the go, girl.
Okay, well, I'm similar to Jeremy. I was in horrific pain before patches, and the doctors did not know what to do with me, so I spent years in misery. Um, just pain in my neck, my shoulders, chronic migraines, chronic urinary tract infections, liver, kidney, I mean, you name it. I was a wreck. And so I was doing all the natural stuff. I mean, I had thousands and thousands of dollars worth of herbs, supplements, I mean, anything and everything that you can think of. And it was just too much. My body started shutting down. I was getting all kinds of steroid injections to try to just be able to function. I was getting chiropractic, massage, acupuncture, I mean, you name it. And my body truly did start to shut down. And on my 50th birthday, I was supposed to spend it in Nashville with Ariel, my daughter. And instead, she flew in to take care of me because we did not think I was going to live. And my family was trying to decide what they were going to do. And thank God. I found out about the patches through Gary, and it completely changed every single thing in my life. I mean, and my pain didn't immediately go away. I probably didn't notice anything the first 6 weeks, but then I realized I wasn't taking my, migraine medicine. I wasn't taking all of the pills that I was used to taking. I wasn't going into panic mode, and I just kept getting better and better. And at the 6 month mark, I was just like, I cannot believe the difference in my life. I mean, I went from did not think I was going to live to feeling better than I had in years in just 6 months. And now we've been on them almost 3 years, and I still feel like I'm getting better and healing. I mean, there was years of my life that my body was being torn down. And so I still feel like I'm healing, but I'm 53 now and I feel better than I ever have. I mean, probably my 20s I felt good, I don't know. But thank God for the patches, and it did. It saved my life. I really don't believe that I would be here if it wouldn't have been for the patches. So I'm just incredibly, incredibly grateful. Give them a chance.
Wow, Charlene. And I remember Gary, Superman Gary, who you met through Instagram, has always said, I asked Charlene on a scale of 1 to 10, what was her pain? And she said 12. And he's like, oh, I don't even know what 12 feels like. Right? And I remember seeing before pictures of you where you were so inflamed. And then, look at you now. I mean,
Yeah.
picture of health.
Huge, huge difference just from that little sticker.
Just from that little sticker every day, right? 12 hours on, take it off, throw it away, get up the next morning, put on a brand new patch. Things change over time. And maybe like you said, maybe people feel something right up front, but you said it was about 6 months before you really were like, oh, I can feel some things happening in here.
Yeah, it was a while. As I look back, obviously my body was healing, but I wasn't a one patch wonder. It was truly regenerating me. It had a lot to fix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think that's important for people to understand the realistic expectations. We talk to people every day and they're like, I tried that for 30 days, or I'll give it 30 days and see how it works. Or I met a lady today at an event. She's like, yeah, I have plantar fasciitis. I gave that 60 days. It didn't work. And I was like, girl, how long have you had plantar fasciitis? And she's like, oh, years. And I was like, okay, well, it's not going to happen in 2 months. We got to be realistic with the body's ability to heal itself. And the fact that we have to understand that our own stem cells don't go where we want them to go. She may want them to go to her foot, but her stem cells may say we have other areas that are more important, that need to be addressed first. So that there is a process in the body's ability to heal itself, and I think that's important people understand that. So.
Yeah, it made a big difference because we think in terms of pain or energy, but I had so much going on. It was healing my heart, it was healing my liver, it was healing other things in me, but I was so consumed with pain.
Mm, yeah. And how many people are so consumed with pain every day?
A lot.
A lot of people are. So if we can help people reduce and eliminate pain, if we can help people improve their quality of sleep, improve the depth and the length of their sleep, we can help them improve their mental faculties so they are sharp, right? Their brain, their cognition is improved, their memory is improved. We can help people's quality of life, and that's really what this is doing. All right, so Leah, are you ready, girl? Yes? No? No? Are you copying and pasting those names in? Yeah? How many guests do we have so far?
I'm almost there.
How many guests do we have?
We have
It should
a
say
lot.
on the top of your wheel of
So
names.
far, 69.
69 guests. Okay,
Yes.
fantastic. Awesome.
Give
Yeah,
me just another couple minutes.
all right, a couple minutes. All right. Okay, Laura, pop on here, girl. I want to share your personal experience here real quick while we give Leah a couple more minutes to enter all of our guests.
Well, I think the beautiful thing about this for our guests is that you've heard three incredible testimonies of instances where things were happening and help was needed, and it was needed as quickly as the body was going to allow it to happen. And a lot of people get started here on a road of prevention, maybe because of a past healing, right? It's about the integrity of the life you want to continue to live, excuse me, and maybe ward off some of the things that you see happening, maybe to family or friendships or coworkers, right? You hear about things, neurological things, cardiovascular things. For me personally, there was not a thing wrong with me when I started patching. Of course, the minute I heard about them, I wanted them all on my body. Like I looked like a big billboard for polka dots, right? It was amazing. But it's because I'd had a previous healing journey, and I want to really make sure you guys understand that my healing journey and my patch use were 4.5 years separate from one another. But in 2017, I found out that I had stage 3 breast cancer. And I had been in the wellness arena at that time for about 4 decades. And I immediately went to the space of healing my body nutraceutically, all through food, IV vitamin therapy, supplementation, detoxification. And I did it in 6 months. If that doesn't share how powerful the body is, right? The body is so incredibly powerful. And I had a front row seat to that. And it's because of the tools I was offering my body at that time. My wellness team had the theory of let's feed the garden, not spray Roundup on the garden. So 4.5 years later, Dr. Staci and I were invited to go hear a gentleman speak by the name of David Schmidt. And he shared this technology with about 250 of us in the room. And it was incredible. And I knew at that moment that I had found something that I could personally use, where I truly believe, and in my opinion, where my body will never be compromised, because number one, nutrition is always the base, but we all are going through the aging process. And so if we can put our bodies in a mode of regenerating, repairing, and taking care of the little things as they happen, we're on a much better road of longevity and regeneration and repair of the body. So it's not always about you have something very significant going on when you start. It's about what does your life look like to you, right? Because as we like to say here, time is going by anyway. None of us can control the time, but you have a choice what you do in that time. And those two choices are, do you stay on a path of degeneration or the aging process, or do you put yourself on the path of regeneration and live a life really well, very long, and full of vitality and wellness? So there's a lot going on here, a lot of great choices that can be made tonight.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for sharing so much. Thank you. All right, Leah, I'm thinking you're ready, girlfriend.
Oh my gosh, I got
104 entries.
104 entries. Okay, so here's the deal.
3 pages.
Leah and Laura have what's called a jot form. It's a link. And if you are a winner, they are going to send you a private message with this private link for you to fill out your name and your address so that I can mail you the actual patch. So look in your chat. If your name is called, we will be sending you the actual link to fill out. It's a click link. You click on it. It'll take you to a site. You put in your name and your address, and then boom, we'll send you the patch. All right, Leah, you're in charge, girl. Go.
All right, here we go. First one. Let's see who the winner is.
Look how fancy hers looks, Laura.
I know.
Ours looks like the Wheel of Fortune, literally.
Chris Cooper.
Yeah.
Laura, you take a note of the names, right?
Yeah, baby, I got you.
All right. Be looking in your inbox, Chris. You're getting a message right now with the link to fill out for you can get your free patch, your free month supply of a supported patch.
Patrick K. He did not put his last name in. Patrice, I mean, not Patrick. Patrice K. No last name.
All right, Patrice, be checking that inbox. I don't know if a Patrice K is still here, but we're going to try. Got to be present to win.
Lean Adams. That's probably Leanne.
I don't see a Lee or a Leanne in here, but let's hope. Let's hope. Who's next? That's 3 winners.
I think it's
know.
Leanne.
Who's here? We know Sherry's here. She's giving us all kinds of great emojis. Who's next?
Andrea Berklin.
Okay.
Andrea. I probably said that wrong.
Andrea
Got it, Laura?
Yep.
I got it. I got
All right.
it.
All right. All right. Let's go. Who's
I
next?
apologize if I misspelled some. I was typing like a maniac.
Well, you can type in first or last name to find them in the chat. No worries.
Susan Conley.
Susan, are you here? We've got several Susans here. And remember, if you're an iPhone and you put your name in as an iPhone, like, we don't know you. We need to know your name with your Zoom, so we can be able to send you this jot form. And if this is your guest, if you guys are listening and these are your guests, we need to know.
Katie Gardner.
None of these names are popping up.
None of them. I'm trying them as well too. So they're either not here anymore or they're
Someone probably put their name in. There was a lot of those.
yeah.
And Stacy, I'm counting on you to keep track of when we get to 15.
Oh, I lost that count. Laura, you got that right? How many you got
Yeah,
right?
baby, I got it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on. This is number 7.
Amika Jackson.
All right, Omika's still here. Woo! We got somebody that's still here. Yes.
Are you sending it or am I?
Yep, you, Laura. It's way back in our text from earlier today. You got it?
Yep.
Okay, Amika, we're sending it to you, girl.
Donna Lowe.
Donna's still here. Woo! Donna! All right, I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Like a game. There she is. I got her.
Ooh.
There it is. There it is.
Jimmy Eisenhower.
I
Eisenhower.
gotta write down all these names. Holy smoke! I'm sending jot forms and forgot to write names.
Okay, did you send the 2 jot forms?
Yes, Omika, and who was the other one? Donna.
Jimmy.
Hold on. Hold
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right, I got the jot form up now, so I can copy and paste that into their names if we find them.
Okay, go ahead, Leah.
We're ready?
Yep.
Yep. I don't know. I don't see a Jimmy Eisenhower. I saw a Jim, but I don't know if that's the same guy.
Yeah, I don't either.
Gotta let us know. Type in the chat if it's you.
Sally Suppenfield.
Oh, we got a Sally S here. I'm thinking that's her. So I'll send her the message.
You got it? Okay.
I got it.
All right, go, Leah. You're good, babe.
Sally, check your inbox here on the messages. What number are we on, Laura? 10?
This is number 11 right here.
Number 11.
Donna Hill.
Donna's here. I got you, Donna.
Diana.
Oh, sorry, Diana. Diana, check your inbox here. Message from me. Just sent you a private message.
This is 13, right, Laura?
This is 12.
Okay, this is 12.
Deidre, I just sent you the jot form.
Brian Cannon.
Okay, let me see if I can find Brian. Nope, no Brian. No.
Somebody put his name in.
Huh? No Brian Cannon. Whoever Brian Cannon belongs to, let us know.
This is 14, right?
No, this is 13.
Okay, 13. I'm behind.
Oh, Christy says she's Brian, I guess. So Diana, I sent you a jot form. Check your message.
Dawn Kuhlman.
All right, let's see if we got a Dawn. Yep, we got a Dawn. Well, we don't have a last name, so Dawn, let me know if it's you. I see two different Dawns, so I'm not for sure which one.
Yeah.
Sally S., check your direct message for me. You guys checked your direct messages. I sent you a direct private message if I saw you were here. So
Last one, Laura, right?
No, this is number 14.
Oh, 14,
Okay,
here we
I'm
go.
sorry.
It's okay. It's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on.
Thank
Whose
God I don't
idea
have a
was
Zoom
this?
for another 15 minutes. We're good to go.
Ada Kirkwood.
I don't see an Ada in here. And no Kirk. Keep going. One more. I can hear Tommy Balzer.
Oh, you can hear him? He's on the phone with our accountant.
I can hear it.
Tracy Capehart.
All right, let's see if I can find Tracy. TRAC. Yep, I got Tracy. Okay, Tracy, check your chat. So I sent you a private chat with the link. All right, so Laura, here's what I want you to do. I want you to read the names off. And if you are one of these people that Laura calls your name, we need to know you're here. We're going to send you a private chat message right here on this with a link that you fill out with your first and last name and your address so we can send you a free supportive patch. All right, Shelly says Jimmy is in
And for Ada, send that to Kimberly Hartke because she's with her at an event.
Okay.
We're up live on their big wall.
Got it. Okay, I'm going to send it to Kimberly in a private chat right now. All right, Laura, let's read our names.
Okay, Chris Cooper, Patrice K, Leanne Adams, Adara Burlkin, Susan Conley, Katie Gardner, Amika Jackson, Donna Lowe, Jimmy Eisenhouse, Sally Sapperfield, Diana Muskill, Brian Cannon, Dawn Koosman, Ada Kirkwood, and Tracy Capehart.
Okay, so those are our names. So if you are listed as one of the names and you do not have a private message for me right now because I'm not finding you here on our screen, please reach out to the person that invited you. They're going to help make sure that you get this link because they're connected to us and we can make sure you get your link. So you got to get your link. Now here's the last little bit because I told you guys we were almost 300 people earlier. Here's the last little nugget here for those of you that stuck around. I know it took a teeny bit longer than we anticipated to get all your names and get all your winners. But if you decide you want to become a brand partner and purchase a core pack or above this evening, tonight, which is Wednesday, the 15th of October, I will throw in an additional free sleeve of a supportive patch of your choice for signing up tonight. So if you are a guest, Laura or Leah, how many guests did you say we had?
104.
Woo! That could be 104 sleeves of patches that I'm ordering tomorrow, which would be totally fine. But if you are a guest and you decide that you want to purchase with a core pack or above with the person that invited you, get with them tonight. Tell them right now, help me get set up with my core pack or above, whatever patches you want. They can help you with that. They're going to message me, send me a message. You guys are all connected to me, whether it be through Facebook, text, whatever. Send me a message. Let me know who the person is, and we'll get them their free supportive patch of their choice. Screenshot me that enrollment of their order, okay, if they enroll tonight. So With that being said, thank you, Laura. Thank you, Leah, for working so hard behind the scenes to make sure we got all these people's names in. And we know that if you decide you want to be a part of LifeWave, use this technology, it is going to make a difference in your lives, just as you've heard tonight from many people that shared their personal experience. So thank you all for being here this evening. Get back with the person that invited you, and we look forward to seeing you again on a Zoom soon. Have a good evening, everyone.